All right, enough. Let's get going here, guys. Welcome to Mirror Domains Movie News, your place for entertainment headlines, and this is a Black Adam review, guys. We're going to be talking about Black Adam today. In fact, we got a not a really big show here, but we're going to be talking about Black Adam. Guys, let's get right into it and give you my thoughts of Black Adam that I went out to see last night. And guys, my straight out of the theater reaction is up on the channel right now. It was good. I enjoyed Black Adam quite a bit, actually. Dwayne Johnson here, you know that it was a passion project of his that he's been wanting to do for a long time. And is he a bad guy in this? Yes, he is. And I love it. I loved every minute of it. It doesn't give you that pause of, well, is he or isn't he? Is he a good guy now? But no, for sure. He's still going to be a bad guy, and I can't wait for it. All the cool cameos out there that you've been hearing, guys, you're going to hear out throughout the day of who's going to be or in this or not. We know his backstory a little bit, that he does come from that Shazam storyline, sort of, right? So there's going to be some characters from that will probably transfer over, the logical ones that you would think of in your head. But yeah, Dwayne Johnson, he did it, man. He did it. He brought us a Black Adam movie, and I champion it as much as I can because it was good. It was a good time, a fun time at the movies. Everybody else in the theater will be laughing and cheering at the same moments as you guys will. Now, that doesn't mean that it's a flawless film. There are some problems with this, some pacing issues and stuff like that. And we'll talk about that as we get towards the back end of this review. Especially when it comes down to story choices and stuff like that. But let's just read the synopsis here for people who haven't seen it yet. Nearly 5,000 years after he was bestowed with the almighty powers of the Egyptian gods and imprisoned just as quickly, Black Adam is freed from his earthly tomb, ready to unleash his unique form of justice on the modern world. Freed from his unearthly... Freed. Well, yeah, if you didn't know the backstory, then perhaps maybe that could be slightly... give away some stuff. But, guys, I'll tell you this. The standouts here... Pierce Brosnan, too, as Dr. Fate. What they did with him, I thought they handled him fairly well. He was kind of like the older superhero mentor kind of thing. And it worked for me. It worked. I liked what he was doing in that. And I was like, Pierce Brosnan still got it, man. He can still bring it. And because he goes toe-to-toe with Black Adam and the bad guy in this movie, or sort of bad guy. You guys will understand when we go through the spoiler stuff. That'll be up later on in about 25 minutes or so. We'll talk some spoilers. But Hawkman there, Aldous Hodge, also was very good. He throws down with Hawkman, and those fights are really good. And Aldous Hodge was the perfect casting for Hawkman. He won't let you down. His wit, his charisma. And this is the girl that's looking for the key that'll unlock Black Adam. This crown that she's also looking for, that's going to sort of reveal doom on the planet, right? And we've seen that in the teasers. The girl who played Cyclone, Quintessa or something like that, she was also fairly good. Very surprising. She had really good chemistry with Noah Centineo. Noah Centineo played Atom Smasher, right? So that was really cool to see. A surprisingly good performance from him. He was kind of like the little bit of the slapstick comedy there, but it worked. And, he's a little bit of an arc there with Black Adam that I appreciated. But I want to learn more about Cyclone because, her powers were really crazy. I dug it. He's a little bit more like the Ant-Man of the DCEU, sort of. But, overall, guys, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. It's one of those movies where it's kind of like, it's a good theater experience. Is it the best movie out there? Well, no, but it's a lot of fun at the movies, and yeah, Hawkman. Oh God, some of the scenes in there was so fantastic, and when he unleashes, when Dwayne Johnson really unleashes and shows all of his powers, the looks in his face that he gives, you can sort of see it there. That's like the beginning of it, but when he goes full rage, it's a sight to see, and it's definitely an experience that you want to see on the big screen, guys, because. Yeah, as I said, the audience is, my audience was into it. Dr. Fate, he was so cool, man. And I hear some of the complaints out there that, We don't know who the Justice Society of America is. They give you a little bit of a background onto each character, but once you start, you're like, I really want to learn about those guys. But once you realize it in hindsight, you didn't really need to know that much. The story, the movie does explain it. The runtime, 2 hours and 4 minutes. Okay, so I guess we can talk about that. There's a lot of it that they use flashbacks at points to fill in some of the backstory. And I felt like a lot of the beginning probably could have been cut out. Because they're telling us backstory of the land, that the city that this takes place in the Middle East. And they fill in a lot of backstory there that doesn't really seem, well, it does tie in, but it's it's not relevant. Just bring us to Black Adam as quickly as possible. It should have just started with them entering the tomb. That's where I would have started it, because it had a good 20, well, it felt like 15 minutes or so in the beginning that led up to the tomb that could have been all cut out straight into Black Adam. And then, yeah, it could have been tighter. A little bit of the story pacing there, yeah, for sure. And definitely towards the end. I know the biggest complaint here is going to be like the third act, where people will say, well, it just felt a little tacked on, dealing with the bad guy. Yeah, because it had a very logical end where you thought this would be the good point where this movie would stop, but then we have this other storyline that with the crown that kind of gets expanded upon. But if somebody were to tell me that felt shoehorned in, yes, but it didn't bother me, because as I said, they're trying to set up Black Adam to face off, well, to fight in this universe with other people, probably, right? If you know what I mean. Guys, it's just stick around for the mid-credit scene too, because you're gonna love that. In fact, I'm going to be publishing a short about that in just over an hour here. Quintessa Swindell is Cyclone, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, she did a fantastic job too. Noah Centineo. The only other complaint about the cast would maybe be that small kid. What is it? Amon Tomaz or something? Is that his name? Bodhi? Yeah, there's like a small kid, or Samurai, I can't remember. There's a small kid that, the kid of the main actress there, that's like, oh, I love you, Black Adam, I worship you. And he's got like Batman and Superman posters all over his wall and stuff like that. So he's kind of like, can you run as fast as the Flash kind of thing? That's not a spoiler, guys, because we know it's taking place in the DCE universe, because we've seen Amanda Waller in the trailers. So how connected is it going to be? I don't know. It's going to be kind of interesting. We'll talk about it a little bit more in the spoiler section in about 21 minutes, guys. We're going to switch streams for that. But my overall impressions of Black Adam were that it was good. I very much enjoyed Black Adam quite a bit, and it's one of those movies that I'll definitely watch again, because I just liked all the fighting sequences. I liked Dwayne Johnson in this, and you can really tell that they were setting it up for more, right? And that's really cool in my books. Is it better than Wonder Woman 1984 or 5 or whatever that one was? Yes, it is. Is it as good as Man of Steel? I don't know. Well, no, yeah, for me it is, because I have, well, you guys, it's good. Trust me, it's good. It's not as terrible as some people are saying, because let's take a look at what, the tomato meters out there are saying. Rotten Tomatoes score is DC's worst film since 2017's Justice League. Guys, that's from the critics. That's critics' score. And everybody's going to be taking a look at that today. And we were tracking it all through the week. So what we'll do is we'll go over to the tomato meter here, 53. I'm going to hit the refresh button now, and hopefully some audience scores will come in. Was there a good soundtrack for Black Adam? Yes, there was. There was a great soundtrack. So we refreshed that. The critic score went down to 44%, but the audience score is jumped in there now with 88%, and that's exactly what I thought was going to happen. The audience is going to love this one. It's just so cool, right? It gets to the point where it's like, I don't really care about this other throwdown that gets happen in the third act. And I know that's supposed to be like the big showdown. It's mostly all about Dwayne Johnson and as Black Adam. I can't praise it enough. And it's a good soundtrack. It's a good theme too. He has a good theme. Um, really good. Okay. 88%, I expect that to go up higher too. I expect as more people see it, more people interact with it. I'd say it's almost exactly what you were thinking. It's not a masterpiece. With me, here it is. Because of the editing issues, because of the pacing issues, if they rearranged some of those flashback scenes to establish it earlier in the film, tightened it up a little bit, I think there was a masterpiece in there with a different edit, I think. But the director, what is it, Jaume Colette Serra, he's been known for doing a lot of action stuff with like Liam Neeson and stuff, but I think he did this competently. There was some interesting cinematography. Okay, and sometimes maybe it was a little bit jarring at times with the slow motion parts, but I don't really care about that, guys. They were just trying to show how powerful he was and how quick he was. Yeah, they do a really good job at the beginning of this film establishing how quick and how strong and powerful he is. Oh, that cave scene. Oh, it's just beautiful. It's awesome. I love it. Let's take a look at some of the snapshot reviews. All right. Okay, Irish Times Donald Clark says, nothing exemplifies the randomness better than a pointless explosion of computer graphics to rhythms of somebody's song. I don't care to talk about that guy because he's a twit. It's as if the producers suddenly realized they needed to confirm they were hip to popular beats. What the heck is this guy talking about? He's bringing in like political stuff with this guy's name and this guy's name, who's just running his name through the mud. All right, let's wash that flavor out of my mouth here. Movie Mom says Black Adam does not have a clear idea of where the title character should fall on the spectrum of anti-hero to hero. No, it does. It does have a very clear message. I thought it did. Especially with the way that he treats just the casual soldiers. Trust me, he does. And he is tamped down emotionally for most of it, which means we only get glimpses of Johnson's limitless charm. And that's supposed to be a good review? Guys, I thought it was okay. His performance was good. It was pretty much what you expected the backstory was, but they kind of accented it a little bit more than I thought they would, and I thought it was very effective. Fanboys of the Universe says, it's not a perfect film, but it really wants to be. It might not win any karma for what it does, but it's certainly interesting to watch it try. And yeah, so there's some more bad ones out there. 200 million. People complaining about the CG work. I didn't find anything wrong with the CG work, especially the flying stuff. His flying stuff is probably some of the best flying stuff I've seen in a while. For sure. But Black Adam, guys, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below, and we will talk about it for sure. Soundtrack good. Overall, it's not an 8 out of 10. I would have to probably give it a 7.5 out of 10 for Black Adam. Right there, guys. All right, and if you are interested in watching the spoiler version, click right there, and it'll, well, lead you right there. You're watching Rear Domains. All right. Let's switch. Whoops. Let's switch back to some movie news here, guys. We got about 10, 13 minutes. I know the show's been a little bit long today. Oh, sorry. I know the story. I know the show's been short today because I've been running behind and I had to publish a whole bunch of stuff this morning that just got my attentions, and I forgot that I actually like to make content. I published a couple of cool things too, so hopefully that'll work. What was one of the things that I published? Well, it was something for Predator Prey, Amber Midthunder. You know how much I like Prey, guys. So Prey star Amber Midthunder honored with Saturn Award for breakthrough performance, and it was well earned. And I published a short this morning of my reaction to like her war cry. And, oh God, yeah, it's just oh, it's so awesome. Her performance, well, cool, man. She's getting recognition for it. She was probably one of my favorite characters this year for sure. So that's cool. And she tweeted here, the Saturn Award Breakthrough Performance Award recipient Amber Midthunder as Naru. And that was really cool. So I thought people would like that, just to see my quick little reaction to it. It's just a short, guys. And it'll leave you a link to my actual full live reaction that I have in the comments section of that video. So you'll be interested to check that out for sure. I forgot to put in a story here on the sidebar, but there's a 47 Ronin sequel gets Netflix release date. 47 Ronin. Okay, well, Ronin, right? Is the way that the Japanese pronounce it. Sequel gets Netflix release date, trailer, and poster. Well, guys, this is one. Hey, we just did this yesterday. There is a sequel to R.I.P.D. 2, and that's going straight to streaming. It sounds like, and then there's a sequel, and that movie didn't have R.I.P.D. 2 didn't have Ryan Reynolds or Jeff Bridges in it. It looks like the sequel to 47 Ronin is not going to have Keanu Reeves in it, and I think they pronounce it Ronin, so I'll pronounce it Ronin for this. 47 Ronin sequel won't gets Netflix release date, trailer, and poster. Well, obviously, if you've seen that one, then you know there's a legitimate reason that Keanu can't be in this sequel. Wow, it's been a while since that's been out, right? A 47 Ronin sequel, Blade of the 47 Ronin, will be releasing on Netflix October 25th, 9 years after the original film. I didn't hate that one, but because I felt like I was a little bit confused if it didn't want to be like one of those historical drama pieces, like a serious in tone history piece, but then they threw in like the dragons and the witchcraft and all that stuff, so it was kind of like a weird hybrid mix, and that didn't land for a lot of people, but the visual effects for it were great. So there we go. We got a poster for it right there, guys, or a banner more or less. 47 Ronin, sorry. And then I guess there's a small little teaser. Is there?
Descendant. Your clan?
Oh, it's Universal's going to get flagged.
They need you now
I don't even know who the heck this is.
more than ever.
Oh, what's that? He's from Iron Chef, right? He's also a martial artist. He's done a lot of stuff. Mark Damascus or something is his name, right? Okay, so he's in this. Cool. I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. So it's just going to be them sword fighting and establishing what the heck this is about. Just music, people getting stabbed through. Okay, and it looks like it's taking place more in a modern time than a historical time, like the Keanu Reeves version. Okay, no problem. October 25th, guys. Blade of the 47 Ronin. What do you think about that? On Netflix. October 25th, that's like in 4 days. Wow. Talking about starting ad campaigns early. Or, sorry, late. Oof. All right. Let's take some live comments here. Amber was great for sure. I'd like to see more of Dakota Beavers. He got a lot of potential. Yeah, he does. The brother, he played the brother, right? He was very good too. Yeah, Ronan was a bit Electra towards the end, but it was okay. Didn't know there was a sequel so close to releasing. Yeah, Mark Dacascos. Yeah, is a great martial artist. Yeah, he is very nimble. He's very nimble. All right, we got to get through these stories, guys. Black Panther 2. Black Panther Wakanda Forever is tracking for a huge 175 million plus debut. Now, I don't think Black Adam's going to get anywhere close to that. I think it's going to be more like around 60 to 70 million opening weekend, but it's going to have word of mouth. And I think more people are going to like it. So it'll have some staying power until Black Panther comes out. And then 175 million debut. I think because people like the trailers for this. A lot of people like my trailer reactions for this too. It's done well. It's done really well on Instagram. I think I got over 300,000 views on Instagram for that. I wish I could duplicate that success here on YouTube, but same video, different platform. Sometimes it doesn't hit the algorithm at the right time. As much as people say that the algorithm doesn't pay preferences to timings, it does. It does. Anyway, I think that's right. 175 million for the debut there, for sure. November 11th to the 13th is when it lands. So, guys, that's just around the corner from now. Black Panther. Maybe I should get my tickets early. Because I don't know. I don't think I have to. I'm still like I have like 4 major theaters right where I live, so they always have like early showings on Thursdays. Like most people will go to the like 7 and 9 o'clock early shows on Thursdays, but for shows like this, I got into a 4 o'clock show of Black Adam yesterday, and there was about maybe 20 people in the theater. But it was nice. That was nice to see it like that. I don't like to be crammed in like sardines for these kinds of things, but I will. I will. Because I'm really looking forward to Black Panther. I'm really excited for it. 175 million seems about right for me, is what I was thinking. And now all the TV spots are coming out and everybody's picking it apart. The new Black Panther has Shuri's gauntlets in the new trailer, the new TV spot, and so people are putting it together that Shuri's probably going to be the new Black Panther. But I also hold out for faith there that. I think we're going to see multiple Black Panthers, multiple people taking on that mantle. And I think it's going to be kind of like a red herring that there's only going to be one replacement. I think there's going to be more than one. And if they're doing that, I think that'll make up for, well, not the loss, but it'll help smooth things out after not recasting T'Challa, which I think I'm still on board. I still think they should have done. But I'm hyped. I still want to see what Ryan Coogler has done with Black Panther 2. All right. Taylor Swift, guys. All right. I know. I am a Taylor Swift fan, and I know some of you aren't. But look, Taylor Swift released her new album, Midnights, last night, and I haven't quite listened to it yet. We may do a watch-along party for that. I don't know how I'm going to do that, though, because, we'll release music videos for songs, music, movies. So that's where I'm tying this in. And I watched the movie for the first one, and I kind of liked it. So the new song is called Anti-Hero. That's her first release. And it's going to have a collaboration with Lana Del Rey. You know, I love Lana. I do. But Taylor Swift is the queen in my books, and I can't wait to listen to this album. I'll probably listen to it later tonight, maybe. And maybe I'll set up a stream for that. Because I just want to check it out, man. Taylor Swift. Also, there was a Taylor Swift anti-hero challenge that she issued. So she called out to her social medias to, put out a challenge saying, Taylor Swift joins YouTube Shorts and launches anti-hero challenge, invites fans to share reactions to first Midnight's music video. So that's exactly what I did. At least I think I did it properly. Reactions? I don't know if I did it properly. I'll have to see what other people's reactions were. I thought you just had to mimic what she was saying. Isn't that what it was? Anyway, I posted a video of that earlier on today, and there's going to be a different take of that, and it's going to be probably up on my TikTok and Instagram. There's going to be a different version of that'll be out there. And if I didn't do it right, then I'll do a third version, and then it'll just be me, her watching her take on it. Yeah, but that's what if you've seen that up on the channel right now, I don't think it's got that many views. I think it's only got like 500 or 30 views or something, but I just published it, and she just issued this challenge, so I thought it would be kind of fun, and that's what took me so long getting on to the channel today for the live content, because I was editing that, and I was having a lot of fun with that. A lot of fun. Halloween Ends, guys. We'll talk about this a little bit more tomorrow, too. Halloween's Ends actor Rohan Campbell was warned about the movie's backlash. So the guy who played Corey was warned by the director himself that people may not like this film and it will be a backlash. So major spoilers, and we talked about spoilers this last week, but this is just more of a preview for what you can find here on the channel that we do. We do horror weeklies on the weekend, and in fact, let's round up by talking about that. On Mondays we do House of the Dragon. Next Monday, guys, 1:30 p.m. we'll be watching the finale for House of the Dragon. Pay attention to that. Wednesdays we do Star Wars Andor, starting off a new chapter with episode 7, so looking forward to that. And then this is the last week they'll be promoting She-Hulk. Last Thursday we wrapped up the season finale. I had a lot of fun with it. And on Friday there we wrapped up Rings of Power. I published a video today about who is the guy who fell from the sky video. And Horror Weekly we do on Saturdays. This Saturday we're going to be talking about Silent Hill 2. Yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. So guys, all of those things are tied into nice little playlists for you guys to follow up in the cards in the description. Yeah, we'll be looking forward to that. Okay. I think that's it, guys. We got about 4 minutes here. I think I will pull up the old Twitterverse just quickly in case I missed something. If a trailer drops or something huge drops, I don't think anything else will. But if anything else did drop, then we'll talk about it on Monday. And on Sunday, guys, I am publishing kind of a mix mash or a mix match video of kind of like some of the highlights during the week. Okay, I'm going to start doing that on Sundays, so you just have like a quick little highlight reel of stories all stitched together. Okay, because a lot of my audience apparently is in online on Sundays, and I got to post that up. We're growing here on Miro Domain, so I got to keep the content rolling, and I'm having a lot of fun doing it, but it's really busy because you just don't shoot the video and then post it. There's so much more that goes into it. Okay, what's this? America Ferrera joins Dumb Money, that movie that was going to be with Paul Dano, Seth Rogen, and Shailene Woodley about that GameStop thing about the stock markets, right? Kirstie Clemens, Michael Shannon, Sullivan's The Young King. All right, so I'll have to take a look at this. Angelina Jolie will star in a biopic about opera singer Maria Callas. Cool. I remember her. Is it Callas or Callias? Callas, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, look up some of her work. I think, she did a version of like Tiptoe Through the, is that it? Why is Kevin Sorbo trending? Ooh, he's probably run his name through the mud again. Talking about twits. I'm sorry if you're a Sorbo fan, but if you actually follow what some of the things that he says, Jordan Peele's Nope is available to stream on Peacock starting November 18th. Oh, some new Enola Holmes posters. Cool. November 4th. Millie Bobby Brown. Yep, that's cool. And Henry Cavill as Sherlock Holmes. I think that's a good place to end it off right now, guys. Henry Cavill is definitely going to be the talk of the town for a little bit here. Yeah. All right, guys, I know it was a shorter show today. Everything seemed a little bit crammed in, but hey, it is what it is. Not a whole lot of big movie news dropped anyway. So enjoy your weekend and join us in about 2 minutes for Black Adam spoiler talk. And we'll talk a little bit more about, that guy. Okay. Hit that thumbs up button, guys, and I'll see you next week for more movie news. And join us tomorrow for the Horror Weekly Roundup. See you there.